And Tom Anderson back at Howard Knowles Gymnasium. What a game for Rapid City Central girls. Aaliyah Jones, 10 points in the first quarter, added 8, had 18 at the half, 13 more in the third quarter, had 7. She stayed out in a blowout with the opportunity that she took advantage of to set the new all-time girls scoring record for Rapid City Central with 38 points, breaking the record set a couple of years ago by Jordan Heckert, who had 36. I believe that was against Douglas. The Cobblers stop a 9-game losing streak, move their record to 6-11 on, that's the boys, flip it, 5-12, we'll get it right, 5-12 on the year. And then a somewhat emotional presentation of the second class of Rapid City Central Hall of Fame inductees. Amber Abrams was present to accept John Huska, who was my history teacher going way back when he first came to Rapid City Central. Just an outstanding individual. I lost track of how many Hall of Fames he is in, but it took like 5 lines on the page. Dana West, who I had the pleasure of meeting and working with at the table as I broadcast basketball here at Central since 2006, and Steve Withorn was just a little bit before my time. I do remember the name growing up as I was an elementary school young man at the time. So 4 outstanding athletes joining the Rapid City Central Hall of Fame. Let's take a look at the game just concluded and get ready for the boys' game as the boys are out on the floor right now getting warmed up. For Yankton, big game from Claire Terashinsky, had 12 points in the second period. The only Gazelle to score in that quarter as they put up 12 points to the Cobblers 16 after trailing 23-16 at the end of the first quarter. It was an 11-point lead for Rapid City Central going into the break, 39-28. Cobblers outscore Yankton 20-2 in the third quarter, the only basket in the period by Macy Drotzman, and then outscore the Gazelles 14-5 going away in the fourth quarter. So 16 points for Terashinsky, 8 for Bailey LaCroix, 4 points for Koletsky, 5 points for Macy Drotzman after a 21-point game last night against Rapid City Stevens, and 2 points for Emma Herbold. 5 of 7 from the free throw line for Yankton. They shot just 2 free throws in the second half, both of those misses. Unofficially 19 turnovers for the Lady Gazelles, 13 for Rapid City Central. For the Cobblers, they were 9 of 13 from the foul line. 7 of 10 in the first quarter, did not shoot a free throw in the second or third period, and went 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter. 7 points for Mario Koloff after getting shut out last night against Harrisburg. 2 points for Vi Fallis, 3 for Tracelyn Strand, 13 for Leah Landry, 10 points for Tila Giron, and the 38 points, a new school record for Aaliyah Jones. Congratulations to Aaliyah Jones on her outstanding effort, and the rest of the Cobblers for snapping that 9-game losing streak that they were on. Yankton will continue to look for win number 2 as they close out their season. They still have 6 games remaining. Sioux Falls Christian, T, Douglas, Sioux Falls, Washington, Spearfish, and Sturgis, while the Cobblers will play Rapid City Stevens next Thursday, then on the road against Sioux Falls Lincoln and Sioux Falls Washington. Close out the season and get ready for the Sodak 16 tournament. So the Cobblers 73-35 with the win. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back after a couple of minutes and get ready for the boys' game next on GoCobblersLive.com.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Looking for a great used truck or SUV? Danny Menholt Toyota has them. Shop a great selection of half-ton trucks and SUVs, imports and domestics, brands like Ford, GMC, Subaru, Nissan, Jeep, and more. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas, Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Buy with no money down, get financing on the spot with qualified credit. If we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we'll find it for you in our network of dealerships. See us at Danny Menholt Toyota or DannyMenholtToyota.com.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with Colton, who's right here in the area. And a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Matt McCormick, I'm ready to help. Call 348-0464 for surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
Used cars, used trucks, used sport utilities. Find them all at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 300 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, GMCs, Rams, Fords, imports, and more. Many late model local trades. Plus, used and certified pre-owned Chevys. With qualified credit, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. Shop the Black Hills best selection in person at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com. Used cars.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
If you want the peace of mind that your next pre-owned vehicle is the best it can be, you want Honda True, and you only find it at Danny Manholt Rushmore Honda. Our Honda certified pre-owned vehicles are thoroughly inspected and backed by 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange. You simply can't buy the wrong vehicle. Search our inventory at honda-true.com or see us at Denny Manholt Rushmore Honda.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The trucks you want are at Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet. Get savings up to $5,500 off MSRP on new 2023 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab 4x4s. That's right, $5,500 off. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. And all credit applications are accepted. New Chevy trucks are arriving daily with more inbound. Buy them before they get here and still get any available incentives. Find new roads at Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet or DennyManholtRapidChevrolet.com.
Please direct your attention to the video board for a special announcement from the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
Tom Anderson back at Howard Nas Gymnasium on GoRaidersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv network. First game in the books, Aaliyah Jones with an all-time Central girls scoring record of 38 points. Cobbler girls with a 73-35 win. Now we are ready for the boys game, second half of our doubleheader. The officials: Landon Arnold, Dwayne McPherson, and D'Amico Rodriguez, a veteran crew with the whistles and the striped shirts here this afternoon. For Chris Haynes and the Yankton Bucks, they won last night at Rapid City Stevens 51-39, moving their record to 9-4. They came in as the number 5 team in the polls. The starting lineup, there are 3 Rikens in there: Drew, Mack, and Rugby. We'll call them by their first names for most of the night. Drew Riken wears number 2, had 23 points in the win over Pierre, just 2 points last night, but Mac Riken against the Raiders picked it up. He had 21 points. Big game on both sides of the floor. He wears number 3. Rugby Riken runs the point, wears number 4, had 3 points against Stevens last night. Cody Oswald wears number 14. Big presence at 6'3" in the paint. And Michael Moores, younger brother of Matt Moores, had 9 points all in the first half against the Raiders last night. Where's number 33? He's a 6'6" senior. Bucks in their white uniforms with red numbers and letters, red striping down the side. For Rapid City Central, John Suarez wears number 0. He's a 6' senior defensive specialist. Jed Jandren wears number 2. Had 8 points in the loss to Harrisburg last night, a 6'1" junior. Lincoln Archambault, a 5'10" senior, wears number 11. Cooper Totten, he's a 6'5" senior, wears number 34. Number 40, Shunzi Whitewoman, had 9 points in the loss last night, to Harrisburg, to lead the way in scoring for the Cobblers. He is a 6'4" junior. Cobblers have lost their last 5 in a row The record sitting at 6-10, looking to snap that here at home tonight, or this afternoon rather, against Yankton.
Starting at 4 to 6'5", senior number 34, Cooper Totley.
Cobblers in their red uniforms with the silverish numbers and the white letters.
Cobblers assistant coaches are Vince Spees, Mackenzie Casey.
Yankton with that big win over Pier, one of 3 wins in a row. They beat Huron and Aberdeen Central during that time as well. They still have some basketball to play. 6 games remaining on their schedule. The Cobblers have 3. Cobblers next week at Rapid City Stevens. That game can be heard on GoRaidersLive.com. Jerome Wickersham and Fox Radio will have the call. I'll be out there with my camera taking photos Thursday and Friday night. Cobble Raider basketball next week. But right now it's Yankton and Rapid City Central, and White Woman controls the tip. Archambault has the basketball. Cobblers have it to start, moving left to right. Archambault spins, kick it out left side. Suarez shot is going to be far short. Rugby Riken ahead to Drew. Stop, pop, 3 is good. Drew, who only had a bucket last night, opens the game with a 3, and Yankton up 3-0. Opening 30 seconds of the game. Archambault working to the right side. Yankton stays man-to-man, goes up. Shot no good. White Woman is there with the follow. And it's a 3-2 lead for Yankton. Rugby over the timeline. Hands it off to Mack. Looks to Drew. Comes left side to Moores. Underneath, Oswald. A little pump fake and then step through. Got Totten up in the air, and Oswald with the basket. Saw last night, this is a very physical Yankton team. They will bounce bodies like a pinball machine. Archambault's shot a little short. Here comes Rugby. Pushes it down the middle. Has Moore's reverse layup is good. Michael Moore showing he has skill on the reverse in transition. 7-2 lead for the Bucks. Totten has the basketball out front. Dribbles it to the baseline right. Stop, pop, his shot off the mark. But there's White Woman again to follow. So White Woman with a couple of offensive rebounds and putbacks, and the Cobblers trail by 3, 7-4. Mack Riken between the circles. Cobblers go man-to-man, left side to Rugby. Had to look down. Rugby had lime green shoes on last night. Now he has gold shoes on. Mack Riken makes his move to the left side. Picked up. Rugby, kick it over to Moores, out to Mack. Mack's shot is off the top of the backboard and the score, or the time shot clock. And the ball will belong to Rapid City Central. Cobblers trail by 3, 7-4. Nearly 2 minutes gone, first quarter. Archambault in the front court. Picked up by Mack Riken, goes right side to Janvrin. White Woman. Toss it underneath to Totten, puts it up on the left side with the right hand. Beautiful pass by White Woman. Totten a little bit of a push off. No whistle. Cobblers within 1, 7-6. Mack goes to Drew, or Rugby rather, right side. Archambault shot through there, deflected the pass. Rugby couldn't handle it. Turnover by the Bucks gives the ball back to the Cobblers, who have the chance to take the lead. Archambault over the timeline, works to the right side to Janvrin. Up top, Totten between the circle and the foul line to Suarez, left side. Picked up by Drew. Suarez, right side to Archambault, hand it off to Janvrin, fakes the 3. Up top, Suarez pump fake. Janvrin will take the 3 this time. Back iron no good. White Woman chases after it, but Rugby Riken beats him to the basketball. Rugby pushes it hard, puts up the scoop shot from about 10. And Rugby Riken is in the books, and it's a 3-point Yankton Buck lead, 9-6. 3 minutes gone, first quarter. Suarez, right side to Archambault, drives hard to the basket. Off the board, shot no good. He got hammered. Coming over to help was Oswald. And Oswald will get called for the foul. Archambault made the quick move right by Mack Riken. Oswald tried to help, got there late, and Archambault shooting a pair. Misses the first, too hard off the back iron. First whistle of the game. Archambault's second free throw is good. Flips the net one time out of 2. The Cobblers trail by a deuce, 9-7. Rugby Riken with the basketball will be picked up by Suarez. Works to the left side, now back to the right side. Mack and Drew are twins. Figured as much. They were wearing the same shoes last night. while Rugby had the lime greens on. Rugby is a cousin. Suarez tries to put on the brakes, and it will be a foul. Thought they might get Suarez for the travel as he slid a little bit.
Number 3, Matt Reichen is first.
And I'm looking to see if, well, they're not wearing matching shoes. Last night they had matching pink shoes on. Thanks to Colton for the information. Passed along from our comrade from Yankton. 3 by Lincoln Archambault is good. He's got 4, and the Cobblers lead at 10-9. Mac Reichen goes left side to Drew. Up top, Rugby. Fakes the 3, drives, gets called for the travel, puts his hands to his head, thought there was contact. Again, Yankton, a very physical basketball team. They'll go in there, they'll bounce off players, throw up wild shots, off-balance shots, but it works for them. Looked very good against Rapid City Stevens last night, but on the turnover, Cobblers have the basketball and the 1-point lead, 10-9. Suarez out front. Right side now, Totten in the corner. Moores with the push. And Totten has a little word for the official as he runs by him. Moores points to the fact that Totten stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and the Cobblers turn it over. Left side, Mac Reichen. Had a big night last night, 21 points. Didn't miss much. Drew in the corner, underneath to Moores. Ball tipped up in the air. Rugby has it top of the key. Left side, Mac, left open, 3. Shot is good. Mac Reichen is in the books for the first time this afternoon. It's a 2-point lead now for Yankton, 12-10. Archambault underneath the white woman. He had the baseline open, didn't see it. Whips it over to Totten, no look pass. They swing it around the perimeter. Suarez has the ball picked by Mac Reichen. He'll bring it down, lays it up. No, Archambault with the quick hands ends up stripping the ball. Had the ball, but was out of bounds. Couldn't get up in the air to save it back in. Great defensive play, though, by Lincoln Archambault. Drew Reichen goes to the bench. Landon Potts will come in. Also on the floor, number 22, Cooper Grotenheis. Toss the ball into Oswald. Right elbow. Knocked away by Tyson Waters, who's coming to the Cobbler lineup. Rugby Reichen hands it off. They'll swing it around. Left side. Potts with the basketball. Goes left side. Left elbow jumper. That's going to be short by Mac Reichen. Rebound, though, controlled by Yankton. That was Grotenheis getting in there. Left side, Rugby Reichen. His 3 off the mark. And there is Grotenheis again to keep it alive. Mac Reichen has a couple of red jerseys around him, trying to find some help. Finally gets it off to Potts. He'll take the long 3. Back iron, rebound. Finally controlled by the Cobblers. A couple of good looks for Yankton. Couldn't convert. Cobblers come down, trailing by a deuce, 12-10. White woman goes left side. Open 3, short. For the Cobblers, that is Cameron Steidley who's come in. Rugby Reichen in traffic. Steps through, kick it out, left side on the wing. Reichen of the Mac type. His 3 is off the mark. Waters gathers up the rebound, and the Cobblers will have it coming the other way, left to right. Approaching 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Janvin will slow it down to Totten in the left corner. Spins. Can't make a move on the baseline. Gets it out to White Woman. 19 on the shot clock. Up top to Waters. Still has the basketball. Mac Reichen all over him. Yankton will extend that tough defense. Left side, Waters shot is good from the corner. Tyson Waters buries the 3. Cobblers up 1, 13-12. The Yankton underclassmen basketball team last night a couple of times giving a fake countdown off the shot clock. We got a couple of early releases from the Raiders. They tried it again there. Didn't work against Tyson Waters. He's on the other side, who hit the 3. Rugby Reichen again with a little scoop shot. Steps through the defense, and the Yankton Bucks back up by 1, 14-13. Sidley up top to Totten. Looks to the left side to Waters. Gets it off to him. He'll go behind the back. Can't shake the Buck defense in the right corner. Totten holds the ball high, back to Waters on the wing. Swing around left side to Jandron. To Waters, left of the circle. Waters in the lane, kick it out left side. Jandron, quick release on the 3, rattles out. Rugby Reichen comes in from out of bounds, establishes position, has the basketball coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Rugby Reichen
again with a little scoop shot on the reverse. Rugby has 3 buckets in the first period. 16-13 lead for Yankton. Waters up top to Janvrin. Left side, Stidley. And an offensive foul is going to be whistled. And that's going to go against Cooper Totten.
Team 1 into the game, Carson Kurtenbach.
And Totten will sit down. Karsten Kurtenbach will replace him in the lineup.
Moores will check in.
First whistle against the Cobblers.
For Yankton.
Drew Reichen back in the Buck lineup. Rugby with the basketball. Works the left side, gets caught up on the baseline, kick it out right side. That is a 3 by Potts. 7 straight points for Yankton. They lead it by 6, 19-13. The ball knocked away by Drew Reichen. Comes the other way on the dribble. Now he'll give it to Rugby. They'll reset. Janvrin will pick him up. Cobbler man-to-man defense. Cooper Grotenheis out there along with Potts. 7 on the first quarter clock. Rugby with the basketball. Works against White Woman. Right elbow, kick it out left side. Pump fake, shot up. Grotenheis at the buzzer. Check that was Potts. Can't get the shot to go, but a 19-13 lead for Yankton at the end of 1. We're back in 1 minute with period number 2 on GoCobblersLive.com.
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House. Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or buy the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire.
Back in Howard Dodge Gymnasium, across town at Carroll Higher Gymnasium, Rapid City Stevens trailing by 10 to number 5 Harrisburg with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 43-33. At the end of the first half, Brandon Valley leading Sioux Falls Lincoln 29-22. Start the second quarter as Rugby Reichen with the basketball. Yankton moving right to left, giving off to Potts. Grotenheis. Check that, that's Potts again. Potts with the basket in traffic. 9 straight points for the Bucks as they start to open it up. They lead it by 8, 21-13. Archambault drives to the basket. Can't get it to go. Will Pepke with the rebound. Hands it off to Kurtenbach, who puts it up and in. So it's Rugby, Reichen, Moores, Potts, and there is Grotenheis high off the board. Grotenheis gets the basket to go. Didn't see a whole lot of Grotenheis play last night. Drew Reichen, the 5th Buck, out on the floor to start the second period. Tyson Waters tries to slide step through the defense. They get called for the travel. Unofficially, the Cobblers' 4th turnover. Check that 5th. I don't think I put the offensive foul in. Again, very unofficial. Rugby Reichen over the timeline. Right side to Drew. Comes to Grotenheis on the near side. Back to Drew, right side. In the corner to Rugby. Drives the baseline, puts it up with the left hand, gets it to go. Another little scoop shot. Rugby 4 for 4 on the scoops. And it's a 10-point Yankton Buck lead, 25-15. Kurtenbach goes right side to Waters, right back to Archambault. Suarez up top to Pepke. In traffic, Grotenheis got his hand in there. It looked like he had the steal, but it'll be a foul instead on the reach. That'll be his first, team second. Check that, team third.
Team 3, Jet Janvrin returns for Central.
Jet Janvrin will come in. Tyson Waters sits down. So it's Kurtenbach, Pepke, Suarez, Archambault, and Janvrin on the floor for Coach TJ Hay. The ball knocked out of bounds by Rugby Reichen, intended for Suarez. Cobbler basketball now on the near sideline as they move left to right here in period number 2, trailing by 10, 25-15, 6:29 to go in the first half. Suarez looking for a red jersey to get open, and a 5-second call. As he got the ball into Janvrin, the whistle blows. Cobblers turn it over. Turnover number 6 now for Rapid City Central. And the Bucks have the basketball. 3 minutes to go in the fourth, crosstown, 45-34. Raider girls having a tough go of it on the offensive side this afternoon. Right side, 3 by Rugby Riken is good. Last night it was Mack. This afternoon it's Rugby. 16-5 run right now for Yankton. They lead by 13. Suarez looks underneath for Pepke. Instead, back up top to Archambault, to Kurtenbach at the foul line, to Suarez, right wing, drives the baseline. Has the ball knocked away. Rugby Riken with the steal. Another Cobbler turnover. Toss it ahead to Drew. Right side, pump fake. Step in the far corner. 3, no good. Pepke and Moore's battle, and Pepke's going to get called for the foul. That'll be his first, team second. Substitutions in. Isaiah Shellhouse. Mac Riken comes back in. Oswald back in. Moores, Grotenheis, and Potts to the bench. Get the ball out top. Rugby Riken at the foul line. Drives. Another scoop off the bank.
Rugby Riken.
He's got 5 scoop shots and a 3. 13 points. Archambault trying to shake Mac Riken. Threw the ball across the baseline, kicked out of bounds by Yankton. It'll be Cobbler basketball with 24 to go on the shot clock. Pepke sits down, White Woman back in. White Woman will trigger. Cobblers will line up. A little confused on the inbounds play, and White Woman almost stepped out of bounds, or stepped inbounds rather. Turns the ball over on the bad pass, right side. Drew Riken buries the second 3 of the game. 12 straight points for Yankton. They lead at 33-15, open up an 18-point lead with 5:15 to go in period number 2. Timeout on the floor. We're back in 30 on GoCobblersLive.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Looking for a great used truck or SUV? Danny Menho Toyota has them. Shop a great selection of half-ton trucks and SUVs, imports and domestics, brands like Ford, GMC, Subaru, Nissan, Jeep, and more. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas, Toyota certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down, get financing on the spot with qualified credit. If we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we'll find it for you in our network of dealerships. See us at Danny Menho Toyota or DannyMenhoToyota.com.
Just under 5 minutes to go, second period. The Cobblers trailing 33-15, trying to get something going. White Woman with the spin move. Shot is up and good. His third basket. That stops at 12-0 Yankton run. Cobblers back to within 16, 33-17. The first 2 White Woman baskets came on offensive putbacks. They have to find a way to get him involved, the leading scorer for the Cobblers. Cobblers did not have a double-digit score last night in the loss, 69-37 to Harrisburg. And a travel call against Drew Riken. Just the third turnover unofficially for Yankton. 4:23 remaining in the second period. And it'll be Janvrin bringing the basketball over the timeline, picked up by Mac Riken, right side. They'll work the ball. White Woman underneath to Totten. Looks for Kurtenbach on the cut. Not there. Totten has an advantage. Fall away jumper high off the board. Gets the rim to carry the ball through the bottom of the net. 33-19 and Mac Riken right back. 35-19. Underneath, White Woman. Double team from behind. Felt the double team coming. Left side. Kurtenbach shot off the mark. Rugby Riken runs it out. Goes behind the back. Foul line. Step through. Another scoop shot. That one is short. His first miss. Here comes Janvrin the other way. 3-on-3. Suarez will hold it up. Come right side. Kurtenbach. White Woman was open underneath. Wanted the basketball. Now he gets it. Not in a very good position. Drives the baseline. Oswald bodies him up out to Janvrin, who buries the three. His first basket. Cobblers back to within 13 at 35-22. Another defensive stop, couple more baskets. Cobblers are right back in it. And the foul will go against Suarez as he ran over Shellhouse, who was trying to set the pick. Third team foul against Cobblers, first against Suarez. Janvrin will sit back down, and Seidley in. Archambault back in. Joins Kurtenbach, Totten, and White Woman. Oswald gets the inbounds pass. Goes right side. Drew Riken up top to Mack, to Oswald. Handed off to Rugby. Rugby looking to use the pick from Oswald. Works against White Woman. Cuts him off on the baseline. Still on the dribble. Ball knocked away by White Woman. And Kurtenbach comes up with the loose basketball. Turnover to Yankton. So there's the defensive stop the Cobblers needed. Now they need a bucket. Archambault bounce it underneath the Totten on the left baseline. Finds White Woman. Puts it up with the soft touch and gets it. He has 8. And the Cobblers back to within 11. 35-24. Rugby goes right side to Drew, to Mack on the right wing. Works against Steidley in the lane, in traffic. Trying to find some room. Can't step through. Goes to Rugby. 3 is up. 3 is off the mark. White Woman with the loose ball. Give it off to Archambault. And the Cobblers have a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Just when Yankton looked like they were going to run away, Steidley puts up the 3 and drains it. Steidley. 8 straight points for the Cobblers. They're within 8, 35-27. Yankton's going to take a timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 as well on GoCobblersLive.com.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
Yankton basketball out of the timeout. Cobblers have cut the lead to 8, 35-27 with 8 straight points. They trailed 35-19, 33-15 before they put up a couple of buckets. They're on a 12-2 run right now. Mack Riken goes left side. That's Grotenheis back in the lineup. Oswald working, trying to find some room, gets it out to Rugby. Cobblers' interior defense has been strong here this afternoon. Right side, Drew, 3, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Oswald. He out-hustled Totten for the basketball. Picks up the dribble, spins, finds Rugby. New shot clock, Rugby, top of the key. Thought about the 3, goes right side instead of Grotenheis. Handed right back to Rugby. Kurtenbach trying to body up on him, goes to Mack, left side, around the screen from Rugby, left elbow jumper is short. White Woman with the rebound, give it off to Archambault, far side, left to right come the Cobblers. Steidley steps into the 3, hits another one. Steidley back-to-back 3s, and the Cobblers now within 5 at 35-30 when this game looked like it was going to be a runaway. The Cobblers 11 straight points. Drew Riken goes to Rugby on the cross-court pass. Far side. Grotenheis back to Rugby. Rugby trying to work behind the screen. Drives to the basket. Spins. Puts up the jumper over Totten. Leaves it short. Grotenheis with the offensive board. Up top to Drew. Drives. Puts up the floater in the lane. Leaves it short. Gets the offensive rebound. Follow. No good. Grotenheis got the rebound, but a foul underneath. We're going to have a couple of buck free throws. Oswald was just jumping up and down, screaming for the basketball out over the 3 line.
The line shooting to Drew
That'll be the first against White Woman. Fourth team foul against the Cobblers, and Drew Reichen to the line. Wearing the lime green shoes with the bright orange shoelaces. Last night he and brother Mac were wearing matching pink shoes. Michael Moore's back in the game. Drew Reichen, right foot ahead of the left foot, stands sideways, dips low, releases good. He hits them both. That stops an 11-0 run by the Cobblers and the lead back to 7. Archambault goes right side, almost stepping out of bounds with Stidley. He's hit a couple of threes, bounced it underneath the White Woman. And Oswald with an obvious push. As White Woman had the baseline, Oswald just tried to body him up right in front of the official. He'll pick up his second. Team fourth, baseline right. The Cobblers will have the basketball, and it will be Janvern to trigger it in. Cobblers will line up 4 around the box. Grotenheis will come back, and Oswald will sit down. Joins Moores and the 3 Reichens. Janvern throws it in, gets the return pass, can't get the 10-foot fadeaway to go. 20 seconds to go and counting. Rugby, as he crossed the timeline, we're at 15 seconds. Janvern will pick him up. Still out at midcourt on the dribble. 7 seconds. Tries to use the high pick for Moore. Still on the drive. Tries to get around White Woman. Kick it over the left side. The left-handed 3 is off the mark by Grotenheis. Cobblers very tough defensive stand on that last possession of the half. And Yankton will go to the locker room with a 37-30 lead over Rapid City Central. We're back in about 5 minutes. We'll take a look at the halftime stats, try and pick up some scores if my scoreboard app will just cooperate for more than 1 or 2 glances. This is Cobbler basketball this afternoon on GoCobblersLive.com.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau, and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
Crossroads Hotel and Huron Event Center is an excellent choice for travelers visiting Huron, offering a family-friendly environment alongside many helpful amenities designed to enhance your stay. Crossroads Hotel is a family-friendly hotel offering air conditioning, refrigerator, desk, and a free Wi-Fi for all guests. The hotel features a 24-hour front desk, room service, and a newspaper. Plus, guests can enjoy a pool and a lounge, which have made theirs a popular choice among travelers visiting Huron. Enjoy your stay in Huron by staying at Crossroads Hotel.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Cobblers Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Cobblers Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Cobblers Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
Back at the half at Howard Knox Gymnasium, Tom Anderson with you on LiveTicket.tv network. Go to CobblersLive.com this afternoon. In the first game, Cobbler girls snap a 9-game losing streak. They win big 73-35 behind an all-time single-game scoring record set by Leah Jones with 38 points, breaking the record set by Jordan Heckert of 36 a couple of years ago. Here in the first half of the boys' game, it was a 19-13 lead for Yankton at the end of period number 1. They outscored the Cobblers by a single point in the second period, 18-17, and they lead at the half 37-30. 8 points from Drew Reichen. He has the only 2 free throw attempts for the Bucks in the first half, hit both of them to go along with a pair of threes. 5 points for Mac Reichen. 13 points for Rugby Reichen, a 3 and 5 twos, all of the finger roll type and scoop shot type. Cody Oswald just 1 basket in the first quarter. 5 points for Landon Potts off the bench. Cooper Grotenheis, who missed the 3 at the buzzer at the end of the first half, had a basket in the second period. Michael Moores with a reverse layup in the first quarter, his only basket. 5 3-pointers in the first half for Yankton, 5 3-pointers in the first half for Rapid City Central. For the Cobblers, Janford had one of those threes in the second period, his only basket in the game. 2 points for Carson Kurtenbach off the bench, 6 points for Cameron Stidley, both of those threes back-to-back in the second period. Lincoln Archambault had a 3 and a 1 of 2 from the foul line in the first quarter for his 4 points. Tyson Waters hit a 3 from the far left corner in the first period right at the end, his only bucket in the game. Cooper Totten has a basket in each of the 2 quarters for his 4. Shunzi Whitewoman had a couple of putbacks in the first quarter, added 2 more baskets in the lane in the second period. He has 8 points to lead the Cobblers in scoring. The Cobblers just 1 trip to the foul line. That was the Archambault free throws in the first quarter. Unofficially, 8 turnovers for Rapid City Central, 4 turnovers for Yankton. In other boys' games today in AA, Rapid City Stevens and Harrisburg will be just getting underway at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Harrisburg defeating Rapid City Central here last night, 69-37, while the Raiders lost to Yankton, 51-39. Douglas and Lee Deadwood played tonight out in Box Elder. Sturgis is at hosts Belfouche. That is a 7 o'clock game tonight. Now let's see if we can get the girls' scores. Harrisburg defeats Rapid City Stevens 55-40. The Raiders got back to within 9 in the final couple of minutes, but Harrisburg pulls away and hands Stevens their third loss in their last 4 games. They barely hung on to beat a 1-11 Yankton team last night. So the Raiders need to get their heads right and their game right over the next couple of weeks as they close out the season, get ready for the Sodak 16. They are a team that contend with if they are playing right and they get to the tournament, but their offense has been off and their defense has been allowing some points here over the last couple of weeks as well. Brandon Valley defeats Sioux Falls Lincoln 59-50. Later on this afternoon, Douglas and Lee Deadwood, that game out in Box Elder. Games last night in girls AA, 41-36, Washington with the win over O'Gorman. Washington number 2, O'Gorman number 4. Harrisburg by 12 over Rapid City Central here at Howard Noz, 38-26. Number 1, Sioux Falls Jefferson downs Brookings 63-36, while number 3, Pierre takes care of Bismarck, North Dakota, 84-76. It was Watertown by 17 over Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 67-50. Rapid City Stevens by a single point over Yankton, 50-49, and Hot Springs gets by Sturgis, 39-36. Boys games this afternoon, we talked about those. Let's get games from last night here on Edges Aberdeen Central, 60-57. It was Pierre 89, Bismarck, North Dakota 67. Sioux Falls Roosevelt over Watertown by 13, 48-35. Number 2, Sioux Falls Lincoln downs number 4, Brandon Valley 61-42. Number 1, Sioux Falls Jefferson by 23 over Brookings 66-43. Sturgis downs Hot Springs 54-45. Sioux Falls Washington by 12 over O'Gorman 62-50, and it was Harrisburg 69-37 defeating Rapid City Central last night. In girls A basketball, winner by 20 over McLaughlin last night, 52-32. Sturgis defeats Hot Springs 54-45. It was Rapid City Christian by 5 over Red Cloud. Red Cloud came into the week undefeated. They lose to both St. Thomas More and Rapid City Christian. Rapid City Christian putting up 88 points against the Red Cloud team. That had to have been a fun game to watch. Up and down the floor they go. In boys A action last night, St. Thomas More over Mount Vernon Plankington, that's a game this afternoon, 57-43. St. Thomas More with the lead, 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That game being played at the Corn Palace. And we'll try and catch some more of those scores from last night as we go through the second half here. The Cobblers will open the half with the basketball, trailing by 7, 37-30, moving right to left here in the second half. It'll be Archambault, Totten, Suarez, Janvrin, and White Woman for the Cobblers. For Yankton, it'll be the 3 Rykins, Drew, Rugby, and Mack, along with Moores and Oswald. White Woman kick it out to Suarez on the far side. Suarez comes to the near side. Totten, couple of dribbles, mid-range jumper. Cooper Totten gets the Cobblers on the board first in the second half. Cuts that lead to 5, 37-32. Drew Ryken up top to Moores. Totten giving him room. Moores to Drew. Rugby can't get open. That Mack does, though, off the curl to the basket. Comes down, gets called for the travel. Had 3 red jerseys around him, bumped into White Woman. Incidental contact, and the turnover for Yankton will give the ball back to Rapid City Central, trailing by 5, 37-32. The Cobblers trailed 33-15 at one point. Gave up 12 straight points to Yankton to fall into that deficit. Then they put their second half of the second quarter together. Totten with the miss. Shot no good by Oswald. Ball bounced around. Mac Ryken throws it over to Drew Ryken. Near side. The 3 is good. Drew Ryken with his 3rd tray of the game, and it's back to an 8-point lead for Yankton. Cobblers outscored Yankton to close out the second quarter, 15-4. Archambault in traffic. Mac Ryken will get called for the pushing foul from behind. That's his first. Check that, his second. He was missing a foul for the Bucks. First whistle of the third quarter. Suarez gets the ball into Archambault. Back to Suarez on the left wing. White Woman trying to post up underneath against Oswald. Suarez will dribble it all the way back over to the right side of the floor now. Pull it all the way out top. They'll reset. White Woman trying to work against Oswald underneath. Oswald fronting, doing a good job with the feet, moving him to stay in front. Here comes Archambault. Behind the back, hits the floor, no foul. Loses control of the basketball. Oswald picks it up. Here comes Yankton the other way. Mac Reichen left to right. Stop, pop, lane jumper, no good. Keeps it alive on the long board. Give it off to Rugby. Right side, fall away. Shot won't go. Ball knocked out by Oswald in the hands of Mac. Now Drew, three, no good. White Woman finally corrals the loose basketball for the Cobblers, and here they come the other way, trailing by 8, 40-32. Archambault to White Woman. Ball knocked away by Oswald. Cobblers turn it over for the second time in the quarter, 10th time in the game. Drew goes left side to Mac. Thought about the three, drives the baseline. Runs into White Woman, out to Oswald, pushes up the left-handed jumper, no good. Moores is there for the offensive board. Flips it out to Drew. Drew's shot is good. His second tray of the half, fourth tray of the game, 43-32. Back to double-digit leads now for Yankton. Cobblers getting killed the first couple of possessions down. Can't get the defensive rebound. White Woman has the ball over the three line, not where you want him. Archambault, left side, Suarez now underneath where you do want him. Powers it up, soft kiss off the glass is good. White Woman with such a soft touch inside. Brings the Cobblers back to within 9. Here comes Rugby in the lane. Step through, no. Give it off to Moores though. Bounce pass to Oswald across the lane. Misses a shot. He is fouled by Totten and will shoot a pair. 4:49 to go, third quarter.
First team foul for the Cobblers at the line.
It was against Janvrin, not Totten, with the hack. And Oswald, who was held to just a single basket, had 10 against the Raiders last night. All of his field goals in the second half. All his free throws in the first. Now we're reversed. His only basket in the first half hits a free throw here in the second. Lead back to 10 and 11. As Oswald hits them both. It will be Archambault with the basketball over the timeline, works to the right side. Tried to get it to Janvrin. Rugby Reichen with the steal, behind the head pass to Oswald, and Oswald gets called for the travel. What a pass by Rugby Reichen. He had Janvrin right in front of him. Didn't really have a shot, but he knew Oswald was on the trail. Flipped the ball back over his head. Oswald, a couple little baby steps before he could get the ball up. Turnover Yankton. Timeout taken, 45-34, 4:38 to go, third quarter. We're back in 30 on GoCobblersLive.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Cobblers out of the timeout, trailing by 11 with the basketball. Totten, right side, works against Moores. Check that Shellhouse who's in there. No, that is Moores. Totten can't get the shot to go. Oswald with the rebound, throw ahead to Moores. Bounce pass, can't handle it. Finally bats it over to Mac Reichen. They'll come back up top to Rugby. Rugby 16-footer off the mark. Janfrin with the foul. No, they don't call the foul. Rugby Reichen's going, how can that not be a foul? Ends up in an air ball. Cobbler basketball. Totten will sit down. Kurtenbach back in for the Cobblers. Suarez to the bench. Cameron Sidley with back-to-back threes in the second period back on the floor. Bouncing underneath the White Woman. Oswald behind him. White Woman touches it off the glass. Won't go that time. Rebound by Oswald to Rugby. Weaves his way through behind the back pass. Oswald doesn't travel this time. Can't get the shot. Gets the offensive board. Blocked from behind by White Woman. And now Janvrin pushes it, pulls it back out, goes behind the back right side. Stidley three is going to be short. Long rebound. Here comes Rugby the other way. 1-on-4. He'll take it all the way to the basket. Puts up the floater off the back iron. No good. Archambault with the basketball. Cobblers had four defenders, and Rugby steals it right away from Archambault. Puts it up with the little scoop. He just needs to scoop everything apparently in order to hit it. Left side, Kurtenbach goes to Stidley. Back up top to Archambault, and Drew Reichen steps in. Almost came up with a steal. Couldn't do the balancing act on the sideline. And it will remain Cobbler basketball. Cooper Grotenheis will come in. Oswald will have a seat on the bench. A little smaller lineup out there for Yankton. Moores along with Rugby and Drew Reichen. Potts and Grotenheis, the other two on the floor for Coach Chris Haynes. Right side, Suarez off to Janvrin just inside the 3 line, drops in the 2. He has 5 in the game. Lead back at 11, 47-36. And the ball off to Potts, drives the right baseline. Hook pass around, trying to get it to Grotenheis, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Yankton. 25 on the shot clock, baseline left. Rugby Reichen to check it in. They'll line up 3 on the left side, 1 on the right side. All at the free throw line or above. Get the ball into Potts. Working off the double screen. Now he dribbles it, give it off to Moores. Free throw line jumper, rattles around, grabs the rim, falls through the bottom of the net. 13-point lead for Yankton, 49-36. Nearing 2.5 to go, third quarter. Bouncing underneath the White Woman. Takes it over with the left hand. Can't get it to go. He's had a couple of good looks. Rim has not been kind here in the third quarter to White Woman. In transition, Moores lays it up and in. Cobblers with poor transition defense. And it's a 15-point Yankton lead, 51-36. Cobblers need another comeback. Right side, Stidley underneath the White Woman. That time Moore steps up, knocks the ball away. Turnover Cobblers. Moore saves it back in. On the floor, Kurtenbach able to hold his ground. Suarez pushes it up. Left side, Janvrin had the shot, passes on it, drives to the basket, and then jams his leg, and his ankle gave way, and he's still on the floor. Can't tell if it was right ankle or the shin. He stepped in a very funny way, and he's favoring the left leg. He'll go to the bench. Cooper Totten will come back in. Pepke back in. White Woman will sit down. Janvrin goes to the sideline, trying to walk it off over there. Suarez, baseline right. They line up 4 around the box. Toss it out to Pepke. Kurtenbach passes on the 3. Stidley underneath to Totten. Double team, Totten makes a move, puts it up from 5 foot in the lane. Totten has 8 in the game, 4 in the quarter. 13-point lead for Yankton, 51-38. 1:45 remaining, third quarter. Cobblers need a stop here. Ball knocked away by Suarez, but he'll get called for the reach as he knocked it away from Drew Reichen. The second foul on Suarez.
Number 0, John Suarez, his second.
Suarez, just his second foul. He's cut back on the fouls, at least in the couple games that we've watched so far this year. Last year, my running joke was when the starting lineup was announced, they already had 4 fouls next to Suarez's name. Only 2 here tonight, but part of that is he's not nearly as aggressive defensively as he was last year. Trying to stay on the floor for longer periods of time. Right side, Stidley with the basketball. To Pepke. Hook pass underneath the Totten, knocked away. Another Cobbler turnover, their 4th of the quarter. Here comes Rugby Reichen, looks behind him, nobody there. Another scoop, another bucket.
Rugby Reichen.
15-point lead for Yankton. Last night it was Mac Reichen against Piru's Drew Reichen. Tonight, or this afternoon rather, it is Rugby Reichen. He has 17 points. Totten with the ball out over the 3 line on the right side. He'll take the mid-range jumper, leaves it short. Ball bounced around. Moores comes up with it, bounce pass left side. Here comes Potts, right side, Drew Reichen. Pop the 3, that's going to be off the front. Didn't even make it to the rim, but Moores is right there to put it back. Can't get it to go. Rugby Reichen, turnaround, little jump hook is good. Reichen of the rugby type with 19 now. Under a minute to go, third quarter, 55-38. Suarez gets caught on the baseline, can't get the pass over to Stidley, loses the ball out of bounds. Cobbler turnover number 5 in the quarter, 13 in the game. And we'll see Isaiah Shellhouse coming in the game along with Mac Reichen. Rugby will sit down, Moore sits down, Drew Reichen sits down, and we have Joshua Sheldon in the game for Yankton. Check that, Tucker Gilmore, number 5. For the last 30 seconds or so. Shot clock, game clock, about a 6-second differential. Mac Reichen with 15 on the shot clock, plays catch out front with Potts. Potts will hand it off to Mac Reichen out near midcourt, right back to Potts. Tyson Waters on the floor for the Cobblers. Right side, Mac Reiken's three is going to be short. Pepke with the rebound, gets it off to Steidley. Steidley remains under control with the basketball, somehow puts up the scoop shot, has a two. And the half-court shot won't go. Steidley hits the bucket, brings the Cobblers to within 15 at the end of the third quarter. 55-40, we're back in 1 minute for period number 4, the second game of our doubleheader here on GoCobblersLive.com.
Looking for a great used truck or SUV? Denny Menho Toyota has them. Shop a great selection of half-ton trucks and SUVs, imports and domestics, brands like Ford, GMC, Subaru, Nissan, Jeep, and more. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas, Toyota certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down, get financing on the spot with qualified credit. If we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we'll find it for you in our network of dealerships. See us at Denny Menho Toyota or DennyMenhoToyota.com.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with Colton, who's right here in the area. And a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Ready to start the fourth quarter, 55-40. Yankton with the lead. We have a final that just clicked in. 68-57, St. Thomas More defeats Mount Vernon Plankinson in the Corn Palace today. It will be Yankton basketball to start the fourth quarter, leading by 15, 55-40. Set their lineup. Mac Reichen, Rugby Reichen, tries to get the ball underneath to Gilmore. Ball is stolen by Totten, and then Gilmore with the reach.
Yankton foul number 5, Tucker Gilmore.
That'll be his first.
13.
For Yankton, team foul number 3. The Cobblers have Lincoln Archambault, Totten, Kurtenbach, Steidley, and White Woman on the floor. Steidley works the right side on the baseline, spins away, puts up the shot, gets it to go. Steidley hit the basket at the end of the quarter, starts this period with a bucket. 13-point lead for Yankton. Rugby Reichen goes to Mac Reichen. Gilmore, Shellhouse, and Landon Potts also on the floor for Yankton to start period number 4. Potts left side, pushes the 3, leaves it short. Totten with the rebound, looks for an outlet, finds Archambault, but Yankton back defensively. Cobblers can't run. Go to Kurtenbach, left wing. Bad matchup for Gilmore underneath against White Woman. The Cobblers trying to get the ball down in the post. White Woman now out over the 3 line. He'll take the 3 and leave it short. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Yankton basketball. 55-42 with the lead. Minute 5 gone, fourth quarter. Moores will come in. Oswald will come in. Gilmore and Shellhouse sit down. Cobblers showing a little bit of zone pressure. Now they back off. They are in a 2-3 zone now. Rugby Reichen at the foul line. Give it off to Potts. He drives in, goes right side. Moores will take the 3. Back iron, no good. Steidley with the rebound. He'll bring it up on the dribble, far side as Cobblers move right to left. Steidley, give it off to Totten. Left of the circle, picked up by Moores. Spins. Moores right with him, spins again, loses the ball. Ends up with it in the hands of Kurtenbach on the far side. Kurtenbach, the recipient of the basket off the turnover. Cobblers trail by 11, 55-44. Moores with the basketball. Up top to Potts. Left elbow, Rugby Reichen in the lane. Mac Reichen, right side, 3 rims out, no good. Oswald battles, can't come up with it. White Woman to Archambault. Archambault 1-on-4 offensive foul as he made the spin move, put the elbow out, sent Potts to the floor. Archambault needed to pull that up. 4 white jerseys, all in good defensive position. Archambault had no chance to get to the basket. Commits the foul, his first, team third. 5:53 to go, fourth quarter. Cobblers turn it over. Now they'll put it in full court pressure. It's tough to pressure Yankton. All their guys handle the basketball so well. and they're so physical. No look pass, Rugby Riken to Potts, and Potts is hammered by Totten, who was late getting there on the defensive help. Rugby, Mack, and Drew Riken all handle the basketball very well. Tough to pressure them, and they're so physical. You try and put a body on them. Archambault just got shredded off by Rugby Riken as he tried to put pressure on the back court, and Potts hits the free throw. He has 6 points his first trip to the line. Yankton has been to the free throw line just twice in the ball game. Oswald was 2 for 2, Riken was 2 for 2, and now Potts hits 1 of 2, but the rebound by Oswald. Up to Potts, Rugby Riken between the circles, goes right by Archambault, puts up the floater, shot won't go. Totten and Rugby Riken battle for it, out of bounds it goes. It will be Cobbler basketball, but that's the physicality of Yankton. Rugby Riken battling with the taller Cooper Totten. Couldn't come up with the basketball. Archambault right side hands it off. Steidley's three is going to be airballed. Rebounded by Rugby Riken, rifles it ahead to Potts. Oswald on the follow, kisses it off the glass with the right hand in transition. Cobblers didn't get back defensively. 58-44.
Number 11, Lincoln Archambault.
And Archambault will pick up the foul, battling for the loose basketball.
John Suarez and Tyson Waters for the Cobblers.
Kurtenbach will sit down. Archambault will sit down. Waters and Suarez back in. Steidley will stay out there along with Totten and Whitewoman for the Cobblers. Trailing by 14, 58-44. The three is good by Rugby Riken. Somebody fell asleep. Rugby Riken all alone on the left side. 61-44. Timeout on the floor. 5:05 to go. Fourth quarter. Full timeout. We're back in 60 as well on GoCobblersLive.com.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Matt McCormick, I'm ready to help. Call 348-0464 for surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
5:05 to go, fourth quarter. Tom Anderson back with you at Howard Knowles Gymnasium. Suarez tries to drive the basket, kick it out to Totten. His three off the mark. Drew Riken goes high, gets the rebound. Give it off to Rugby, who's had an outstanding afternoon for Yankton. He'll push it down left side. Drew, stop, pop. Three is short. Whitewoman clears the board, give it off to Waters. Cobblers come the other way, trailing by 17, 61-44. Pass is picked up by Drew. Lazy pass. Trying to go to Steidley on the right side. Cobblers turn it over. Drew Riken in transition. His first deuce of the afternoon. He has a couple of free throws, 4 threes. He has 16. Suarez in the lane. Tries to rifle it over. Another bad pass. Here comes Moores. To Potts, to Moores, to Oswald. Pushes up the 10-foot mid-range. The left hand. Whitewoman with the rebound. Off to Suarez. Suarez in the lane. Fakes the pass. Puts up the shot. Hits the floor, he'll shoot a pair. Not a lot of free throws in this game.
Number 33, Michael Moores.
3 times to the line for Yankton, and for Rapid City Central, they did not shoot free throws in the third quarter. They did not shoot free throws in the second quarter. This is the first trip to the line since early in the first period for the Cobblers. And part of it is they play on the perimeter. They don't really attack the basket and get the shots up. They attack the lane, then kick it out. Whitewoman has not posted up a lot where he's been able to draw contact. He's been able to get it down in the post and get some shots up. Suarez missed the first free throw and gets that one to rattle around and fall through. Suarez with his first point of the game, 63-45. Rugby Works against Suarez in the backcourt. Gets by him. Right elbow. Still on the dribble. Give it off to Moores. He'll dribble it back up top. Give it to Potts. They'll do a little weave. Back to Rugby. Way out on the right side. Picked up by Stidley now. Just pushes his way through. Holds off Stidley. Shot was short. Couldn't come up with the rebound. Here comes Stidley the other way. He lost control of the basketball but was fouled in transition. Team foul number 5 against Yankton.
Bucks foul number 2, Drew Reichen.
Personal foul against Drew Reichen, just his first.
Returning is Cooper
Oswald will sit down. Cooper Grotenheis will come back into the Buck lineup. 63-45 with 3:46 remaining. Cobblers trailing out top to Totten. Thought about the three. Quick close by Grotenheis. Stidley will take the three. That one off the mark. He had a couple of them in the second period. Ball stolen away by Waters. In the lane, pump fake shot is blocked by Grotenheis, and that will send Waters to the line to shoot a pair. Grotenheis will pick up his second, team sixth.
Cooper Grotenheis, his second, team 6.
Waters had a three all the way back in the first period, has not scored since. Free throw is short. So the Cobblers have not taken advantage of the few trips they've had to the line. Waters, it's 1 of 2. They are 3 of 6 from the charity stripe this afternoon. 17-point lead for Yankton. Cobblers trying to pressure in the backcourt, get the ball ahead to Rugby Reichen. He's double teamed, gets it off to Grotenheis. Left side, Drew Reichen. Back up top to Rugby between the circles. He'll hold it. Moores, touch pass. Right back to Moores, right side underneath Grotenheis. Steal by Suarez. Totten with the loose basketball up on the dribble now picks it up. Suarez looks like he got whacked in the face, holding his jaw. Has the basketball right side. Set up Stidley. Three, no. White woman can't get it, but Waters comes away with it. He'll drive the left side. Step back, pump fake. Offensive foul though, Waters. Now, Waters put the elbow out. I don't think it was enough to send Potts sailing 10 feet on the floor, but it was a good acting job by Potts. Drew the foul. First against Waters, 6th team foul. Suarez will sit down. Archambault back on the floor. In the front court, Potts will throw it to the far side to Rugby Reichen. Yankton will run some clock with 2:47 to go. Archambault with the reach. Got the ball away, but it'll be called for the foul. That'll be his third. That'll be the 7th team foul against Rapid City Central. Rugby Reichen goes to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. Rugby with 22 points this afternoon, trying to add to that total. His first trip to the free throw line, though. He spent a lot of time in the lane, a lot of body contact, but no fouls called while he was shooting, and misses the free throw, but comes up with the rebound and gets it off to Moores. He knew it was going to be short. He went flying in, got the bucket for Moores. Left side, Archambault pumps the three and hits it. Archambault, his second three. First points, he's had those since the first period. And that continues to be a challenge for the Cobblers, finding players that are scoring on a consistent basis. Left side, passes on the three to Drew Reichen, back up top to Rugby. Back to Drew, he won't pass on the three and he'll hit it. Drew Reichen, his 5th three of the afternoon. Will go along with a deuce and a couple of free throws. And he has 19 in the game. 68-49, timeout on the floor. It's a 30. We're back in 30 as well on GoCobblersLive.com.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. The Cobblers with the basketball. White woman underneath and finds, we got a new player in the game. Isaiah Whiting makes his first appearance and gets a bucket off the assist from White woman. Cobblers full court pressure. Shell House front court. No, new players out for Yankton as well. We'll try and set their lineup. Matthew Sheldon is in the game. The three-pointer hit by Potts on the far side. 20-point lead. No, I had 71-51, 71-49. Not sure where I got the extra basket for the Cobblers in there. So 71-49, Yankton with the lead. Get the ball into Archambault. High pick set by Killian Peterson. Archambault's shot is short. Peterson saves it in bounds, but right in the hands of Joshua Sheldon. Gets the ball off to Potts. Groton Heights also out there along with Shell House and Matthew Sheldon. Matthew Sheldon with the basketball left side. Take it up top to Groton Heights. Left corner. A minute to go on the turnover. Here comes Lincoln Archambault the other way. Puts it up with the right hand. Gets it to go. And there is 51. And the Cobblers take a timeout just to get a substitution in. Ryan Wetch will come in for the Cobblers. Yankton basketball leading by 20, 71-51. Potts pushes over the timeline, tosses it ahead to Shell House. Back to Potts. Drives in the lane. Pass it left side to Gilmore, who's come back in up top to Shell House. In the lane, puts up the 10-footer, hard off the board, gets his own rebound, kick it out right side. Potts' three is good. Potts with a couple of threes in the quarter in garbage time. 74-51. Shot clock is off. Waters with the basketball, right side, between the legs in the lane. Little push off, no call that time. Waters with the basket. 74-53. And Yankton in the front court. Potts will just hang on to the basketball. And Yankton will sweep their games in the Black Hills this weekend. They'll move to 10-4 with the win here this afternoon over Rapid City Central, 74-53. Cobblers dropped to 6-11 as they drop both of their games this weekend. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Wrap things up here from Howard Knowles Gymnasium on GoCobblersLive.com.
Used cars, used trucks, used sport utilities. Find them all at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 300 used cars, trucks, and SUVs. GMCs, Rams, Fords, imports, and more. Many late model local trades. Plus, used and certified pre-owned Chevys. With qualified credit, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. Shop the Black Hills best selection in person at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DennyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com. Used cars.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
If you want the peace of mind that your next pre-owned vehicle is the best it can be, you want Honda True. And you only find it at Danny Manholt Rushmore Honda. Our Honda certified pre-owned vehicles are thoroughly inspected and backed by 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange. You simply can't buy the wrong vehicle. Search our inventory at honda-true.com or see us at Denny Manholt Rushmore Honda.
Tom Anderson back at Howard Nas Gymnasium. I want to thank all of our sponsors, including Superior Water and Spearfish, for the best water services in the state, including water testing, water coolers, water conditioning, and salt. Call Eric at 605-717-3210. That's 605-717-3210. Eric at Superior Water. By mentioning Live Ticket TV, you can receive a free water test and consultation. That's mentioning Live Ticket TV for your free water test and consultation. Contact Eric at Superior Water in Spearfish. So we don't forget, we want to congratulate the inductees in the Rapid City Central Hall of Fame. Amber Abrams, outstanding athlete, graduated in 1999, my former history teacher. Never had him as a coach because I didn't wrestle and I didn't run. John Huska, well-deserved, one of many Hall of Fames he's now in. Dana West, a true gentleman that's helped me out so much over the years at the scorer's table when we used to do the play-by-play from the scorer's table here at Central. And Steve Withorn, a name from the past, graduated in 1970. The 4 inductees in the Rapid City Central Hall of Fame. Also, congratulations go out to Aaliyah Jones, who set an all-time single-game scoring record for Rapid City Central girls with 38 this afternoon in the 73-35 Cobbler win over the Yankton Gazelles. That snaps also a 9-game losing streak for the Cobbler girls. On the boys' side of things, the Cobblers dropped their 6th in a row after losing to Harrisburg last night. Yankton picks up their 5th win in a row. I believe that is where they're sitting right now. And they did it behind a strong game from Rugby Riken. 22 points, 19 added by Drew Riken. Mac Riken had 5, 6 for Cody Oswald, 12 for Landon Potts, 2 for Cooper Grotenheis, 8 for Michael Moores. Yankton led by 6 at the end of the first quarter, 19-13. They outscored the Cobblers in every quarter in the game, 18-17 in the second period. They led at the half, 37-30. Outscored the Cobblers 18-10 as they started to pull away in the second half, 55-40. Was the end of the third quarter score. In the fourth period, outscoring the Cobblers by 6, 19-13 for the final margin of 74-53. Yankton 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Not a whole lot of free throw shot, not a whole lot of fouls called. In fact, unofficially, I'm looking at Yankton, they only had 8 fouls called against them, and they are such a physical team, so it's surprising not more whistles were being blown. Against the Cobblers, looks like they had 11 fouls unofficially, so not a lot of whistles being blown here this afternoon. For the Cobblers scoring, John Suarez, 1 of 2 from the line in the fourth quarter, his only point in the book. 5 points for Jet Janvrin, 4 for Carson Kurtenbach. Cameron Sidley had a couple of threes, a couple of deuces. He had 10 points. Lincoln Archambault, Colton and I were talking, we think that the scoreboard missed a bucket for the Cobblers somewhere because down the stretch, Sidley had a basket, Archambault had a basket, Waters had a basket, but only had 4 points. I still came up with 55 rather than the 53 the official book had. It might have been Archambault's basket that they didn't count, but somewhere along the line they missed one. Archambault, in my book, had 7. 2 points for Isaiah Whiting. Tyson Waters had 6, 8 points for Cooper Totten, and 10 points for Shunzi Whitewoman, 1 of 2 double-digit scores for the Cobblers. Cobblers turned the ball over way too many times, unofficially 16 turnovers, while Yankton did a much better job of controlling the basketball, only 9 turnovers unofficially. Cobblers only went to the free throw line 3 times this afternoon. They went 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. So Yankton comes in to the Black Hills. They sweep their games. They beat Rapid City Stevens last night. They beat Central here this afternoon. Tried to get a score. The scoreboard went down again. One other score to pass along, though, from last night. We talked about the Rapid City Christian girls defeating Red Cloud. The boys also did that with their high score of the year. I believe they scored 87 points last night. That is such a pair of fun teams to watch. And those are a pair of teams that can make some noise heading into the Sodak 16 as we come down to the final weeks of the regular season. Next week, Rapid City Central and Rapid City Stevens on Thursday and Friday night. You can hear those games on GoRaidersLive.com with Jerome Wickersham on the call on Fox Radio. I'll be out there taking photos and getting those posted up on my Facebook page. So that's going to wrap things up here from Howard Nas Gymnasium this afternoon. For Colton, I'm Tom Anderson. Thanking you for listening and watching Rapid City Central basketball on liveticket.tv and GoCobblersLive.com.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.